Okay, hi Max.
Hi!
I
Hello.
figured that's the intro.
Yeah, that's it.
It starts with hi Max.
Good morning.
Good morning.
It's bright and early.
Yeah, it is 9:12 a.m.
That's a good time. That was a
Yeah.
quick hike down and a quick setup.
We're getting used to the camera equipment. We're getting used to the setup.
Check out this epic spot that we're in.
Yeah, location reveal.
This is our best one yet. We're at Sheila McKee Park.
It's mainly like rocks here, and then I think this is the Ottawa River.
Yep.
And then right across, I don't know if you'll be able to see it, but that's Quebec, which is the province basically next to Ontario. Give us a weather report, Max.
Yeah, I've been looking forward to this. It's beautiful this morning. The sun's out. It's been a rainy week. It's been kind of a humid week. It was kind of drizzling overnight, but now it's just cool and windy. We're comfortable in t-shirts, but maybe we'll put on sweaters halfway through this podcast. But it's a beautiful day. And the leaves are really starting to turn. Fall is here.
There's a bit of like a hike or a walk, depending on who you ask here. You can see all the fall foliage there. It's like downhill to get here. So I'm not really looking forward to the uphill.
Yeah, leaving
that
is always
to come.
worse than getting here.
Anyways, suburb baddies.
Yeah.
We up.
So what do you want to talk about first on the topic of suburbs? We could talk about like our journeys to Kanata or our journeys in Kanata. Like, I don't know if you know where I've lived for my whole life.
I'm excited to learn new lore about Max, unless you've already told me.
Maybe I have, but it's not that exciting anyway.
No, you lived in Kanata,
Yeah, I've always lived in Kanata.
but you lived in before,
Yeah.
and
yeah.
then you eventually went to the new house you have now, and when you were in grade 4 or 5.
Yeah. But I lived in a different house from the one maybe when I was like 5
Okay.
to 10 or 9 before I moved into the new one.
Mm-hmm.
And that was only like 2 minutes away from the one I'm living at right now. And I really didn't want to move when we came to our new house. I remember really crying when I was like in grade 8 or not grade 8. I was 8 years old, like grade 3 or grade 4.
What were you sad about?
I don't know. Just didn't want to leave the old place.
But do you like the new place better? Like,
Oh yeah, the new place is great. But
Uh-huh.
it's probably a lot bigger than we really fully take advantage of.
Mm-hmm. It's a great place to host, though.
True?
I love the backyard.
Yeah, I do too.
Yeah.
And you?
I was born in Manila, Philippines, right? Lived there until I was 8 or 9. Like, yeah, it was like in between my birthdays. So around then.
What do you remember about your neighborhood in Manila? Was it very different from what neighborhoods are like
Yes.
here?
Okay. I feel like in Manila, in my neighborhood, we all knew each other. We did everything together, and it was just so easy to rally up people. For example, there was always a craft thing for kids. There's dance
And those activities would be organized by like parents or just kids getting together and doing it themselves?
by parents, by the
Okay.
neighbors.
Yeah.
There was also caroling, and what else? Like, oh, Halloween was very organized. It's not just like you go free will, whatever, like at your own pace. Like you go with the whole like neighborhood.
Okay.
But it was a small neighborhood, so it's like probably 20 kids at your door each time.
Do you remember any culture shocks when you first arrived here?
One of them was allergies.
Oh.
So like peanut allergies, going to school and then seeing those like signs everywhere, because just in television they promote the peanut butter jelly sandwich all the time, right? Or sandwiches in general. But then I realized when I came here I couldn't have it at school because people had allergies. So kind of the concept of being careful about people's allergies, very new. Maybe like, I don't know, I don't want to spread fake news, but it's just like, maybe it's in the Philippines, I'm just exposed to so many germs and bad water that I'm like, I got that dog in me, it's fine.
Yeah, maybe. I remember that from grade 1.
Yeah.
That was always important. I don't know how important it is anymore, if they take it as seriously as they did when we were kids.
I think they do, but it's like, it kind of trails off around high school.
Yeah.
What else culture shocked me? Kind of the jocks here, they're not football players.
They're hockey players?
They're hockey players and dancers.
And dancers.
Yeah.
You think
so,
dancers are jocks here?
like they're like the popular people.
On the topic of not knowing your neighbors in Ottawa or in Kanata,
Yeah.
I mean, I'd say I've known a lot of my neighbors in the houses I've lived in.
Yeah.
But I also don't think maybe you would get to know as many as you would in other neighborhoods
Yeah.
because houses are bigger and more spread out here. That like you've only got a couple houses within like 100-meter radius of you.
I want to ask, how do you get to know your neighbors?
Um, I feel like in all the neighborhoods I've lived in, people have been pretty welcoming, and when you move in, they come and greet you,
Oh, okay, okay.
and then you kind of build the relationship from there. And something my dad is really generous with and really great at is just helping neighbors, like especially
Okay.
in the winter. We have a snowblower. He'll snowblow the driveways of other neighbors,
Yes.
and then they'll return the favor. Because some days you gotta snowblow your driveway like 3 times in the winter.
Uh-huh.
At the house we're currently living at, there's a few families on our street with parents the same age as mine. Kid ages are a bit more spread out, but we would just go play together when we were younger, and then you just kind of get to know the families and get to know the people.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I think my parents also encouraged my sister and I to always say hi to the neighbors and talk with them when we were younger. And now they're friends, and you're happy to see them.
Do you ever
and
have
catch
them
up with them.
over?
No,
Okay, not really.
not really. Maybe like a few times my parents would have the parents over for
Yeah.
drinks and dinner, but rarely, I'd say.
Okay.
Yeah, it's more just chatting and passing.
Okay, and that's kind of how you grow the neighborhood like relationship over time.
Yeah.
You'd say, okay.
Yeah, and also having a dog helps too, because when you're walking by people's driveways and they're
Yeah.
hanging out and they want to come pet your dog, it's easy to meet new people that way too.
That's true.
Yeah.
I never thought of it that way.
Something that I used to do in my memory a lot as a kid that I don't do anymore is being told by my mom to go knock on a neighbor's door and like get an egg or get some flour or sugar if she was baking something and didn't have the ingredient. It used to feel totally normal just to show up or to have someone show up at your door and be like, hey, we need an egg. Do you have an extra egg?
Did you guys actually have that?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh my god.
Well, not that often, but like it wasn't weird to do it. But I haven't done it in like 8 years. I'd feel kind of weird doing it now.
I'd be like, just go get it yourself.
Yeah. When everything becomes so convenient, when you have a grocery store so close by or you can Amazon Prime something so quickly.
Yeah.
I mean, you wouldn't do that for an egg.
Yeah.
But like when everything is so accessible to the individual, why would you rely on your neighbor these days? I don't think that's a good, maybe a good or bad attitude to have, but just a question.
That's true. I mean, like, it is my dream to have all my friends either in one cul-de-sac or all have them in the same condominium, like apartment or whatever. That's my dream.
Like
How-
a university dorm.
You know what? Yeah, we've
Yeah.
been talking about it a bunch of NA.
So would you say that you enjoy living in Kanata these days?
Okay, I feel like these days Kanata is like its own city. I could do so many things in like 1 week, 1 day, or whatever, and they can all be entirely different. So I remember the last time we were here, we went to a farmer's market beforehand, right? And then we went to Costco, and then we went here. And then after, I actually went to Andrea's like birthday where we did bowling, and the bowling was up till like midnight. So it's just like you can actually do a lot here, and there's also a Chick-fil-A here.
Wait, sorry, did you say we have Chick-fil-A here?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we do, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I think that's really important to me.
I've only had it one time, but it was pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it depends what you're looking for and what you like to do.
Yeah.
If you like coming to a beach and hanging out, or going for walks in the forest, or going bowling, or going shopping, we have lots of that.
Yeah.
But I'd say if you're looking for like nightlife, like a lot of young people do, like in a city, there isn't very much of that, and
No.
nothing's walkable. So you're not going out for drinks and then walking home, unless you live in a really conveniently placed location,
That's very
and
true.
you're okay drinking with 50-year-olds in the bar, being like the only 20-year-olds in the whole bar. Be okay with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the bowling place, like closes at 2 or something. I don't know. I've come to enjoy that place, low key.
I'm going on Sunday for the first time.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Who are you going with?
My family. Apparently, it's all you can bowl.
Oh really?
Yeah, we booked it like 3 weeks ago. I'm not a good bowler, but I played a lot of Wii Sports bowling when I was growing up.
Yeah.
Did you play Wii Sports?
Hell yeah.
Nice. Yeah, I could do a whole episode about the Wii.
Do you still have your Wii games?
Do I still have them?
Yeah.
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 Actually, my favorite Wii game, or one of my favorites, Super Mario Galaxy. And
Okay.
Super Mario Galaxy 2 is getting updated into a Switch game. And
Okay.
they're making a new movie out of it to follow the Super Mario Bros. Movie that came out like 2 years ago. So I'm pretty
Okay.
stoked about that.
So do you have the game on the Switch now?
No,
Or
because I think it's like $90.
okay. Okay.
Games are expensive these days.
Did you have to pay? You don't pay for League, do you?
No, it's free.
But have you ever put in dollars for it?
Oh my god, yeah. Yeah, probably like a few hundred.
That's where they get you.
Yeah, it's just for skins.
Okay. Okay.
So you can like customize your character to look a different way, but it
Yeah.
doesn't change how you actually play the game. But all of my like Xbox games are, like usually $80.
Oh yeah, you're an Xbox guy.
Yeah.
I grew up with PlayStation.
Mhm.
PSP, PS1, PS.
What did you play on the PlayStation?
Little Big Planet.
Oh wow.
I just played whatever Red had, so it was like NHL.
What about on the Wii? Do you remember what else you played there?
Okay, wait, sorry. Back to the PlayStation.
Sure.
I also like played Sing It. It's like Sing It, where I had like a Disney. It's like a karaoke game.
Yeah, okay.
So I had the mic and everything, bitch.
Yeah, we had like a High School Musical Wii game like that.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know if it was called Sing It or something different, but I know that kind of game.
But in terms of Wii, as you were asking, Lego Star Wars.
Fire.
Lego
Fire.
Star
I
Wars.
love that game.
I only played it because Miguel, my cousin, really liked it, and he was living with us for a year. You've traveled quite a bit the past year. What are you very grateful for, like when you're in Ottawa?
I think the general kindness and politeness of the people. Mm-hmm. Not that I had unpolite or unkind experiences, but maybe just the experience of people being a bit more cold and reserved in other countries and other cities. I don't find that here, and I like that. Mm-hmm. And maybe just because that's what feels normal to me.
Yeah.
Because I've grown up here. I'm grateful for having spots like this. Like, we're the only people here right now. I guess we have so much space to ourselves around here.
Yeah.
And I really enjoy that. I love the walking trails that we have in Kanata. Mm-hmm. Nice forests and pretty places to explore. Oh, I like our water here. I love the taste of the water.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I do. I was really looking forward to it when I was coming home. Seriously.
Was there like a water where you're like, this is not...
No, they were all okay, but I just think here tastes good.
Okay, interesting.
Yeah. One thing I don't like about being here is kind of being like, well, it's double-edged. Like,
Yeah.
not being in the city, but still being within driving distance of the city center.
You're almost. It's like a weird state of almost.
It's kind of a tease. That's maybe what I don't like
Yeah.
about it. It's like you can tell people you're from Ottawa, but really when you have to navigate through downtown, I'm terrible at that.
Yeah.
I need Google Maps, and I don't really feel like I belong in downtown. Because everything's so far apart, the public transit system is just not great.
Yes.
Because it has to make frequent stops, and it has to cover so much distance that they don't run frequently, and the lines are just really long.
I really enjoyed the Vancouver transit system, but then I realized the reason why it works is because their suburbs are next to each other, and then here in Ottawa, there's like a field between each neighborhood. So that's why it has to like cover more land. And this is because of the green belt. The green belt is an area where people can't like construct anything on there, so it's right now mainly trails, it's trees and all that. But it was a way to prevent the urban sprawl from like the main area of downtown. But then instead, what people did is they built outside of the green belt, and that's how we have a lot of our suburbs here in Ottawa.
What are some cities you've been to that you really liked living in or traveling to and you'd like to maybe live in? What did you like about them?
Vancouver.
Yeah.
Yeah, Vancouver.
Yeah, Vancouver's awesome.
But the pricing, the cost of living really gets to you though. Like you can go there for a 5-day trip or whatever, and it's all fun and you want to live there and you get that like, yeah, like that
I could do this. This could be me.
Yeah, you get that like post like Vancouver trip. Oh, I want to live here. But if you stay there for maybe like longer than 5 days, maybe a week, that's kind of when you start kind of seeing how high the cost of living is and why certain people actually don't even live in the main Vancouver area and they live in the suburbs. And then the suburbs to get to the downtown area still takes a long time. I know I said that their suburbs are like next to each other, so public transit is fine, but it still takes long because there's just a lot of people to move around.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess rent would be your biggest expense in Vancouver.
Yeah.
I don't know how much more expensive food is and going out is relative to
Oh,
Ottawa.
yeah.
But what I love about Vancouver is having the city, beaches, forest, and mountains all so
Yes,
close by.
yeah.
And it's a totally walkable and bikeable city.
Mm-hmm.
You really, in my opinion, don't need a car. I've only been there twice, but
Yeah.
I felt like I was able to do everything I wanted to just by in the city and beaches and
Mm-hmm.
stuff by bike. COVID in the suburbs, high school in the suburbs, university in the suburbs. How did COVID days change us? I
Oh
don't know. COVID.
shit. Yeah,
Yeah,
COVID.
yeah, we could talk about COVID.
You go first. Like, what was it like when you knew about COVID? Like when it started?
Oh, I remember that distinctly.
Yeah.
Um, I remember, I think it was a Thursday
Mm-hmm.
when the first cases were being reported
Yeah.
in Ottawa. And I believe that one of the first cases was an employee in the technology park.
Okay.
And I remember I was at the pool at Richcraft
Mm-hmm.
working when this news was coming out. In the beginning, we were laughing about it, kind of joking like, "Oh, we're gonna have to shut down the pool, and we're gonna get like a 3 day off rotation because an off rotation is what you would call your breaks between
Mm-hmm.
shifts watching the pool lifeguarding."
Yeah, yeah.
And we're like, "Oh, haha, like 3 day off rotation."
Yeah.
And then we were like, actually 3 week off rotation because then we realized, crap, this thing is serious. We're actually fully shutting down
Yeah.
everything. And then that turned into many months. And we didn't know if things were going to go back to normal or when. But fortunately, the city pools opened up pretty quickly, and that gave us a bit of normal,
Mm-hmm.
normal social life to see our friends and to do some work. But I remember not having a good gauge of how serious it was,
Uh-huh.
and I don't know what it meant. Like
Mm-hmm.
what a coronavirus was. Still don't
Yeah.
fully know what it is.
Yeah.
Didn't leave home. School went fully online. Jobs stopped. Government payments started coming in. It was a total change, and it just all happened so fast. But also, it kind of like eased in. You weren't really thinking too much about how abrupt it all was until you look back on it and then thought, "Wow,
Yes.
that was
Yeah.
weird."
You saw stuff online where you have to stay home and you can't go to this restaurants and whatever. And just at that point, there was a bit of talking about the ease in. It was like, okay, I guess, like, but, and everyone was doing it for some, like, or at least not necessarily everyone, but just like a good majority of people were doing it, right? Like following these COVID precautions, and then you just kind of followed them. But then when you look back, it's like, dang, like there were sections of Dollarama that were non-essential that you couldn't go in certain aisles for.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, now that you're saying that, I'm like, yeah, that sounds like something we would do, but I don't remember that.
Yeah, like it was that intense.
I remember people washing their groceries after they'd brought them home, like disinfecting
Yeah.
them. I also remember there was kind of some social shame and shaming about breaking the social distancing rules.
Yeah.
People our age might go hang out, post about it, and you might get some nasty comments,
Mhm. Mhm.
and maybe for fair reason.
Yeah.
I personally wasn't an awesome follower of
Mhm.
the social distancing guidelines. Ended up spending a lot of time outside with my friends at night. There were a lot of late night walks and bike rides and skateboards just because it was the only thing we could really do. It always felt a bit embarrassing or shameful to be seen by other people doing that when you were supposed to be inside, and anytime there were police out, it was like, we gotta hide. Even though it was, who knew if they were actually gonna
Yeah,
find
yeah.
you or do anything. What do you remember from when cases were being first reported?
This was a time where I was going through my first like big breakup,
Right.
heartbreak.
Yeah.
So that happened like a month earlier. Kind of Miss Girl was like crying on and off. Period. Like that was
Miss Girl.
that was what I was up to. It was around March, right? So that's around Janelle's birthday, and I had helped create a surprise for her where we all like show up to her place. And but I think that was like the last thing, like big thing that we were even unsure if we were gonna do it, just because there were speculations, but nah, it's not that serious. There was that, and actually I went over to a friend's house during that time as well. We needed stuff to bake cookies or something, and when we went to Walmart, like all the toilet paper was out. Sorry, back to like the whole like mental state I was in. It was actually nice in a way to stay home because I could kind of like stay in bed and rot without the shame of it. And I was at the point too where I wasn't really liking my program.
You were wrapping up second year?
Yeah, I was wrapping up second year. I wasn't really liking my program. Being allowed to do my bare minimum for it out of like the necessity of the pandemic or whatever was very helpful to my like own mental health. Like I know it's not the ideal way to learn, and people do talk about how COVID deprived them from that learning, but I genuinely personally really needed it.
I found Carleton very accommodating to
Yeah.
students at the
Hmm.
beginning of the pandemic. I remember one of the first things they implemented was the option of pass fail grading. So if that
Yes.
term, and maybe it was the term after as well,
Yeah.
if because of online learning you weren't doing great in your class, or you had other things going on in your life due to
Hmm.
the pandemic, but they weren't asking about this. Any student could choose to get pass fail grading, so just a pass or a fail instead of your grade in that class showing up on your transcript. So basically, if you got a grade that was going to boost your average, you take it. If you got something below your average, you take a pass on it.
But I know I use it for French because French really brought me down. I think I got a B plus.
I didn't even know you did French at Carleton.
I had to take French in Carleton
Oh,
because I'm in public policy, right?
that
And
makes sense.
you
I
need
never thought
French,
about
and
that.
you have to reach the intermediate level. And because I didn't have a DELF from immersion, I couldn't bypass it, so I had to take classes to earn that intermediate.
Gotcha.
It took me years to figure out my relationship with French because it has always felt like it was forced onto me.
That is how it feels around here, I'd say.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like, oh, do you know French? And then like shamefully being like, no, I don't. Like, it's a thing here.
My experience with it is being in French immersion and then being told in French class when you're supposed to be speaking French to your friends.
Yeah.
En français, like
Yeah.
like no English right now.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
that always felt irritating. But in hindsight, I'm grateful for it. I'm happy to have learned it.
This is something I've been explaining to the people I talk to in on Hello Talk, like the language partner app. Like, why would I learn French? And also just in general, why, like, it's just part of my story of why I'm learning French. But basically, Ottawa is very bilingual, well, compared to like other Canadian cities, because they do have a lot of governments buildings are here, and they do have to abide with the official languages, which is English and French. So a lot of opportunities here. You, especially with public service, you reach a bit of like a seal, like a limit or a ceiling or whatever, where you can only move up till there if you only know English. But then if you know French, you can like move up to however. Being always told that you need to learn French, like I had to almost unlearn that. For me to learn something, I have to be extremely obsessed with it.
Yeah, okay.
Like I have done every single French lesson you have thought of, like under the sun. Like I have done them in high school, I have done them in university. I've done stuff online. I've even done one-on-one training with the government when I was working with them at one point. Like I have done all the training and whatever, but it just couldn't stick with me cuz it was something I always had to do. But not until this year
Yeah.
when I was like, I'm going to change my relationship with French and the language, because like why does it always have to be something I have to do? So I spent the first 3 months of learning French this year just learning to like it.
Do you think your intrinsic motivation to learn it and change your relationship with it partly came from traveling?
Yes.
Yeah.
I think I was really, really inspired when I went to Lyon to visit my friend. And she was studying some psych courses at the time. And she's from Canada. Anyways, she had her psych course material out, and it was all in French. So think of like your psych terms in French, and I was just really inspired by that. I was like, wow, like you can learn like very complex topics in a different language. Which like now that I'm saying that, it sounds very obvious, but when you like see it in person, you're like, wow, this is really amazing. What else do you want to talk about?
Um.
Do we have anything else to say about COVID?
Oh yeah, I do.
Okay, go.
Uh, I mean, during COVID, I had so much free time to
Mm-hmm.
do whatever I wanted. I just watched so much YouTube, and I learned so much and became passionate about my degree and topics related to my degree in a way that my courses at school weren't facilitating. It was like the whole world opened up to me through the internet.
Was that a moment that was foundational as to why you're really into YouTube now? Or was YouTube a thing even before?
I wouldn't say I'm that into YouTube
I
like today. Like it's the platform I spend the most hours on.
Yeah.
But YouTube has always been like that for me.
Okay.
At that time, I think I was just discovering a lot of new voices through YouTube that I wouldn't have found in any other places.
Do you think it was mainly through the algorithm, or it was just like...
Sometimes,
Yeah.
but also often through podcasts on YouTube and seeing which hosts I liked were having on.
I see, I see.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the podcast hosts were like curators of voices that you might be interested in. Yeah, people like Lex Friedman, people like Joe Rogan, even though the people he interviews these days I wouldn't say are as similar to who he used to interview, but listen to a lot of episodes of his
But
during COVID.
I know you were looking at like different people that, like for example, like Joe Rogan, people don't necessarily agree with him. But
Yeah.
I think I remember you talking about like that time of you discovering different voices, and I thought it was really cool that you were listening even to voices and ideas that you didn't necessarily agree with,
Yeah,
which
totally.
I think not a lot of people do.
Do that.
Yeah.
Do that. It's, I think, one of the best things you can do for your learning.
Right.
Well, if you disagree with somebody and you want them to change their behavior, the best thing you can do is understand their behavior and their motivation.
Period.
Like, you're not gonna change the world by ignoring people.
That is so true, brother.
Yeah.
Period.
Yeah. And it's gonna suck and feel uncomfortable to hear things you don't like. Yeah, but the internet was such a gift and a tool during COVID. Was not as brain rotted on the internet during COVID
Oh.
than I am these days.
Yeah.
Also, in first year uni, I had quit Instagram. I was off of it. Yeah, I was writing a lot during COVID. Just had a good digital garden, I guess. Yeah, and I
Yeah.
feel kind of nostalgic for those days these days.
Yeah, right.
It was like everything was so new and fresh and exciting. And I still feel some of that today, but these days I tell myself I'm not feeling it in the same way that I once did.
But did you get into TikTok around that time? Because that's when I got into TikTok.
In the beginning, I was like, I'm better than you guys. I'm not going to download TikTok.
Okay.
And maybe it was around second year, third year that I got into it, but it
Yeah.
wasn't right at the beginning of the pandemic.
And when you got into it, do you remember being like, "Oh, period! Like this is amazing," or did you not?
Not as much as I feel that way today.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
It really grows on you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Red actually went viral
Really?
on TikTok. Like he has 3 million views up his sleeve.
What did he make that went viral?
It was basically this Avatar: Last Airbender game where it's like, do you guys remember playing this game? And then it's just him showing it, and then everyone in the comments like, hell yeah, like agreeing with him. So
Yeah, there is a lot of nostalgia on TikTok.
I've been seeing compilations. I don't know if it's like from TikTok, but I see them on Reels and Twitter where it's they're yearning for the 2000s. I can like envision it, like the gym class,
I know
the
exactly
lights,
what you mean. Yeah.
the snowman, bulletin board, the different crafts you do. What do you call it? Those like trolleys that you sit on?
Yeah.
Scooters?
Yeah.
What do you call scooters?
You mean like the square ones
Yeah,
with the
yeah.
4 wheels? Yeah, I don't know what you call those, but
I don't know. And then just like there's a certain aesthetic to it during that time.
yeah.
But yeah, everyone's yearning for nostalgia. But what a gift it is to be able to cherish something.
I think TikTok is a really powerful platform for communicating that nostalgia.
Yeah.
Because you get the combination of the visual and the audio, which you can do on
Yeah.
Instagram too, but somehow it feels better on TikTok, also because people can remix the same sound.
Yes.
Which you can also do on Instagram now, but that all started on,
No, that
on
all
TikTok.
yeah, that all started on TikTok. I'm just looking like ahead in a way of what it would be like to look back at these videos.
Yeah.
A conversation to it, but there's also like gonna be the nostalgia of the different places
Yeah, true.
we've been in.
Yeah.
You know, you don't know how long you'll be in your backyard for. You don't know when that area in the tech park will change or what will happen to this place. But we have forever documentation through these
Facts.
podcasts.
Facts. In the first episode, I said one time we could timestamp the period in which we're recording this episode by saying that the performative male meme was trendy like a month ago.
Yeah,
and it's still kind of trendy now.
Yeah.
I would say for this episode, it's those videos on Instagram that are like this thin.
Yeah.
What is up with that?
Them skinny legends.
Yeah, I don't know why that's a thing now.
It looks like ass if you're going.
It's irritating.
If you look at it from the Reels tab, because
Yeah.
it just shows like a black background. It looks cool though in your regular feed.
Yeah, it catches your attention though. And then last week, I
Yeah.
think the thing would be on Twitter, that meme people were doing where they would post a photo and then be like, how do I fit this in my banner?
Oh
And then
my
they'll reply
god.
tweet. It was so annoying because if you wanted to even get the joke, you'd have to. It's such a stupid complaint, but you'd have to click on their profile and then see their banner. You couldn't see the joke immediately on your feed.
Yeah.
You had to always look at these individual profiles. There were some funny ones.
'Kay, I
but
realized
was
I
like,
have-
I'm glad this is done.
I realized we have to probably put some context to that.
Yeah.
So basically, there'll just be a funny photo or something, and it'll be like, how do I fit this in my cover like banner, as you can have on a Twitter profile, and then they'll quote retweet that same picture, being like, never mind, I found it. All right, never mind, I got this. Something like
I figured
that.
it out.
Yeah, never mind, figured it out. The photo that they posted in a warped way. Sometimes it's not the same photo.
A completely different picture, and that's the joke.
But it was irritating.
Okay, you weren't a fan.
No,
Yeah, me neither.
I saw a tweet where it was like my new muted words, and it says like the never mind, found it. How do I fit
Yeah.
this? Like, I was like, me too, girl.
There's no race this weekend.
Yeah.
But the next one is Singapore. But-
yeah.
Baku was a banger.
Did you watch it?
Not live, no.
I was tuning in and out of it, but then I just wake up and I saw like the live clip of Carlos Sainz like running to the team, and I was like,
Yeah.
am I seeing this right?
Yeah, that was awesome. In Baku, I don't know how Russell got P2. I don't know if there was a lucky safety car, but he started in 5th or something. I
Yeah.
don't know how he ended 2nd. Missed that. But I did see clips on Twitter of the way he was entering the pit lane. Have you seen the speed he was taking into the pit lane?
No, I didn't see it. What was it?
Oh, he was like ripping like full speed down the main straight, that speed, heading to the pit lane, and then you have to make like 2 sharp
You're right. Yeah.
turns to like dodge these barriers, and then he would fully slam on the brakes. But people were just commenting like, this guy's a nutcase, he's a madman. But I guess that's how he did it. And qualifying was really exciting for this Grand Prix.
Yeah.
Is Verstappen still in it?
Yeah.
That's the question. I think that's the question at this point in the season. Could he still win the championship?
No, the championship is getting really close, even between like Lando and Oscar. Oscar being like obviously leading it. I can fact check this later, but there's probably a good 30-40 points now between them, or 30.
Lando and Piastri?
Oscar. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's right.
Which before it used to be like almost close to 100.
Yeah, and I think between Piastri and Verstappen, maybe it's only like 80 or 60.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Yeah, 7 races to go.
Also, Oscar Piastri like crashed out
Yeah,
in the first lap.
yeah.
Which, what the fuck? He rarely ever DNFs.
Yeah.
He's a very clean driver, I
Yeah.
would say.
Yeah.
And avoids people who would fuck him over.
And
But-
has had more reliability than Lando in his
yeah,
car.
yeah. Baku seems like a very difficult circuit. I mean, it's a street circuit, so it's a bit tight.
Yeah, Singapore will be like that too.
Oh, okay.
I think the drivers often say that Singapore is the most physical race because it's
Ye-
very hot there.
Yes.
I think since they introduced the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix,
Mm-hmm.
Jeddah, that's more challenging than Singapore, but Singapore is a really cool one too.
But yeah, good luck to Williams.
Congrats on the podium.
Yeah, congrats on the podium to the Williams team and Carlos Sainz. James Vowles, you are the man.
You are the man.
You are the man.
You're genuinely inspiring. If you're watching this, James Vowles, we love you. You're an inspiration
We're big
to all of us.
fans. We love you, James Vowles.
Yeah. Just one final bit,
Yeah.
if you can indulge me. Do you have any follow-up questions about beer pong since we last spoke about it?
How many players?
1 against 1 or 2-on-2.
How do you know a game is over?
When you've gotten all of the other person's cups out. Good rule to know about that ending piece is, let's say you have 1 cup left
Yeah.
and I have 3 left, and I throw my ball and get your last cup.
Mm-hmm.
You have what's called redemption.
Okay.
And so you have to sink 1 cup to keep that last one in.
Mm-hmm.
So it's kind of like your lifeline. If you have one and it gets out, you have a chance to shoot one in to make up for it and to stay in the game. Does that make sense? Because you would otherwise be eliminated if you only had 1 cup and I get it in.
Yes.
You'll get a redemption shot to shoot one into my cup, and if you get it in, you're not eliminated. You keep that 1 cup in the game because you just got one in.
Oh.
I don't know if I'm explaining that well.
It's kind of giving tennis. I don't know.
Like a match point?
Yeah,
It's
you know how like tennis, how you have to have a certain gap.
Yes,
Between...
you always win by 2 points.
Yeah.
Beer pong is the same way.
Wow. Yeah. Period.
Yeah.
That was the episode.
What a great episode.
Yeah, no, the vibes are so great. Other than the fact that the sun is in like my face. Do we have an outro? Like,
thanks for dilly-dallying with us.
We started adding this thing in our description where it has our 3 favorite things of the week. So make sure to check that out. All right, bye guys.
Bye. Yeah, leaving
That
is always
cool.
worse than getting here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cue the montage.
Yeah, this is where
This is what it looks like.
That's why you should watch the YouTube version, guys. I don't know how much lore you already know. Probably.
Yeah, how much do you want to dox yourself? Because I did the whole thing.
The concept of like dancers and hockey players, like, they all date each other. And then it's like, damn, yo.
Oh, we got our first person. Feel free to walk by if you want.
Yeah.
Do you hear that? That whistling noise?
What is it?
I don't know.
Okay.
Because
Okay.
I enjoyed talking about that so much, and I enjoyed listening to myself talk about it afterwards, so I want to talk about it. Maybe one day we could even do a beer pong dilly-dally episode where we could have 2 cameras.
Wait, can you say that again?
Look in the description to see our top 3 favorite things of the week.
Yeah.
Actually, it can't be that one.
Okay, and okay. Next, let me do it.